So the value of NAELA meetings is really rather broad-based, but it fundamentally, I think, boils down to two main components, and that is the education that we receive and the networking and camaraderie that we develop as a result of taking the time out of your schedule to come meet with other practitioners who are very like-minded, who are really in this for the sake of their clients, and it just gives you a tremendous opportunity to be on the cutting edge of what is happening legislatively and in the courts.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with that. I come to NAELA meetings for the education, to learn, and for the collaboration, the camaraderie, and the connection and the relationship with attorneys who have similar practices. And the bottom line is that it allows me to come away from the meeting feeling that I'm going to be a better attorney to serve our clients.
It's great to do long-distance learning. It's that there's a lot of value there. It's great to go to your state chapters. All very important, but in my mind, nothing replaces attending national conferences with national speakers and hearing from attorneys over all different parts of the country to understand what maybe you practice in New Jersey. But you also have to understand what is going on across the country. What happens in California sooner or later will make its way across 3,000 miles to New Jersey. So it's important to be local, but it's important to understand the national scope, to understand not just what the here and now is, also what the future of your practice will be, and understand how you may need to gear up professionally, staffing, expertise for the future of elder law as well.
And I think NAELA meetings bring value in a number of different ways. Very similar to Jerry, I think creating relationships with other elder law attorneys and being able to draw on that collective experience is so important, and especially on both the state and the national levels. To just reiterate everything Jerry said, I think that's so important. I also serve on several of the education committees within my state chapters. I belong to two, with Kansas City being on the state line. So I think also bringing that really advanced content to our members makes NAELA the above and beyond source for education, for some of the most advanced planning that is out there, and some of the most advanced coursework and legal work that occurs in the elder law field.
My experience in NAELA is that the members are very open and encouraging people to get involved and participate and to meet other people. And sometimes it's wonderful when you have a client come in and it says, you know, I've got my Aunt Susie out in California, and you say, well, whereabouts in California? You say, well, they're in the San Diego area. And you go, oh, well, I know so-and-so. And so you have a way to contact them and say, let me get a lawyer that will be able to help you with your family member out there in California. And so that networking system of nationwide is also wonderful, because we have to remind people as lawyers that we are 50 sovereign states. And so all the tension we see in our political system, our founders did that on purpose. And so it's very frustrating, and I tell people it's also frustrating for us as lawyers, because we have to say, well, laws are different in different parts of the country. But it's just part of our legal system and our political system. But it also is a positive strength, because what happens in one area can be used in another, and people can work and try things out. So the NAELA meetings, a lot of times you get to hear stories from different states of what's working for them, and it may be something that we could use, for example, in our own states.